Oh, brush on, brush off. The little mama birdie says to the baby birdie, we're only 150 feet in the air. If you don't learn how to fly before you get to the bottom of the tree, don't worry, you won't know about tomorrow.
Hey everybody, you're watching Cole the Cornstar. Today is a beautiful day, but it is definitely too wet to plant corn. In the meantime, we're gonna try to get all this stuff picked up, sorted through, and out of here, so that way we can drive our semi in here to get down to our sprayer tanks.
We're gonna head down to the shop here and see what Cooper's doing now. Hey bud, what are you doing down there? What are you doing? Like a maze through here. Cooper got new shocks for the trailer here, so they might be a little tight to get off, but get them off, the new ones won't be so bad.
Yep. Grind them till you find them. Oh, it's windy out there. Oh, hi, Callie. Oh, jeez. Oh, calm down. Hey, get down. How we doing today, huh? How we doing today? So we're over here at Kristin and Rusty's. You can see the two soybean beds over there. We got Ron down there in the waterway pushing around, shaping some stuff up. But over here, this is the building where we used to put our corn head and bean head inside of, or our snowmobiles. This is actually the building we call the snowmobile building. But we got this nice concrete pad here. This used to be a pig lot. You can see their little entryway through the side of the building. But right now it's just kind of a little house for weeds and some tomato cages. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna clean all this stuff out of here, and then we're gonna put our good scrap steel down here. So the stuff that's straight, the things that we could possibly use down the line, it'll be here on this concrete. It's just right off the driveway over here, so it'll be nice and easy to get to whenever we need to get to it. And nobody has to look at it, so it's gonna be a win-win.
Search up shocks on trailers, some don't worry about them, some do. Stripped. Is it really? Well, let me get a rag. Okay, alright, I'll run in right now and show you that. Good. We got her off. We can see if we can get the drum off because we're going to replace the brakes on this side too. There we go. We did it. Woo.
It took a lot longer than it should have, but it looks a whole lot better. Right, Cal? Right. Yeah, it looks a lot better. Oh yeah, you went in there, don't you? Now everything we have left, I can either hook up to with the hitch, I can get under the forks with the skid loader. I want to keep these two flatbeds. We could possibly do something with them down the road. We're going to bring these over to Kristin and Rusty's. And then this frame, this came from a factory. Mount Orland, I think, got this for us. But that thing weighs like 1,000 pounds. Might be able to make some sort of bench or working table, metal fabrication table or something down the road with that, so I'd kind of like to keep it. We'll bring that over to Kristin and Rusty's too. Otherwise, everything else over here, we have a couple tool items. We'll use this kind of stuff. Got a couple motor packs. We'll end up sticking these in the shed so that way they're out of the weather. And after that, we got a lot of scrap metal. We're gonna pull the dump truck over here. We got the old fifth wheel. We got just random old chunks of little metal stuff that we're not gonna use. I'm just gonna get rid of it. And I'm hoping we can get this taken care of today, so that way we can start working around the corner here. On this side of the building, we need to get all this little dirt that's clumped up, smoothed out, looking nice. And then we can get that black landscape matting, and we'll put it from basically here. We'll probably go out here a little ways with it. But then that way we will rock all through here. This is gonna be a driveway. And then we don't have to worry about weeds and stuff growing along the building.
I think we're ready to put it together so we can adjust the brakes on this thing. We're gonna try to give the trailer some extra air. We're not getting everything to work like we want. Is it raising up?
Yeah, unplug it.
Okay. Resetting the brakes, and hopefully we will have this part done. Sounds like what we're gonna do, we're gonna back this semi out. We got tools laying all over the floor. We got dirt, we got chunks of mud, not mud, but we just thought if we back the truck out, clean our work area, and then bring it back in and go to the next step. Looks like little August. Little August is ready to go to work.
Uh-oh, that's a raindrop. That's another one. Oh no.
Yeah, I forgot about this old slab of cement back here. Oh yeah. That'll work. We're gonna fill up Isaiah with some beans. It happened to just rain enough. You spit in front of a semi-tire and you're stuck. Wonder if that's okay right there, Isaiah, if I get a little weight on you. Okay. Then I think we'll be on the rock, so hopefully.
We have about 6,000 bushels of beans left in these two bins, 3,000 in each. The sweeps don't work in these bins, so we have to use the grain vac. So it's probably gonna take about an hour. There's rain coming on the horizon.
I think we can do it.
Oh, look at that. Really got the hole in the door.
You missed the days of when we used to do the 50,000 bushel bin like that, all through the door.
I know.
Three-quarter full, and it's just starting to come down pretty good. You coming in, Cal? Coming in? Atta girl.
You just want to keep going, but I don't want to get snapped with a whole bunch of beans getting wet on the truck if it starts raining hard. So we're just going to sit down for a few minutes, watch the rain. Hopefully it just comes through and is gone. It kind of looks like that looking off to the west. South looks clear, so we'll give her a few minutes here. Work harder, get smarter. I'm having Cole do the work. I know what you're thinking right now. We have kids. We have kids to get the ice cream for us. Get us a glass of water, whatever, the remote control. No, we have kids to run the grain vac, to clean out the bean bins, the corn bins. And yes, to get his ice cream, and to run out and flip the steak on the grill every 8 minutes, 2 times.
Took us an hour and 36 minutes to fill that semi with the grain vac, which is like 10,000 times faster than a shovel, so I'm not complaining.
The bins over at Kristin and Rusty's are basically the same size as this bin. This, I think, is a half a ring taller than those ones. I got a quote from my friend Zach to get an incline auger and a new floor auger plus a new floor with the sweep.
For both of those bins, it was $39,000 on the quote, so...
To put that into perspective, in 2013, when we put up that bin with the full floor, sweep, unload, incline, fan, everything,
$38,000. So while the grain vac is slow, we're just going to keep doing it. We'll eventually build more bins for soybeans and stuff, but for the time being, we're going to work with the tools we have. It is a little bit slower, but it gets the job done.
It's what Dad and Grandpa used for 40 years over here when we had the old bins, and they got by just fine.
Even though I think Dad is starting to get a little spoiled, because now when he has to go fire up the grain vac, he's not too excited about it. He just wants to be able to flip a switch or press a button.
So now we are going to hop in Ron's Massey. He's done on our farm for this spring. I got some more work for him down the road. But we're gonna help him bring this back. So let this warm up for a minute. You ever driven a backhoe before?
Briefly.
All right, you'll do great.
Thank you. Where's the clutch at? This is the clutch?
So that one's gonna be your throttle on the right. And then these are your brakes. If you're having any problems, just hit the brake, and if something goes screwy, just shut it off. Okay? I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing the way I have to teach people to run equipment. Neva's seriously never driven a backhoe before. But when I was little, Dad, Grandpa, whoever, they would just throw you into something. They would say, all right, this is how you run it. You know, use the steering wheel, don't run into anything. If anything bad happens, just shut the key off. So there she goes. Did your backhoe look okay, Ron?
Yep.
Didn't hit any telephone poles or anything, did you?
No. I will say, you never caught up.
You weren't following the speed limit. Oh yeah, it does fit in here, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of grinding.
Well, the worst part's getting the old one off.
Yeah.
Getting all the old stuff off.
And the old weld and...
Made a little different.
Oh, that one cracked too there a little bit? Yeah, good.
Yes.
All right, we got Ron all squared away. I'm gonna head over to Luke and Ashley's. There's a machine shed over there where it's tall enough where we can fit our spare groundhog. That yellow thing right there, because that is too tall to fit in that building. And it's not a piece of equipment we use all the time. Actually, we've never used that one. It's just a spare one in case we need to use it. So I don't really want it sitting in a shop where we utilize the space all the time, because otherwise it's just gonna pile a bunch of stuff around it. So I'd kind of like it in an easy to get to spot, but out of the way where it's not bothering us. So that shed is a perfect candidate. I'm just not sure what's all in there. So I got the skid loader on us. Neva is going to be our scoutmaster today.
Okay, what are the requirements to be a scoutmaster? Because I don't think I have them.
Well, you're gonna scout the building and you're gonna tell us if we have room.
Oh, okay.
And if we don't have room, you're gonna tell us what we're gonna move.
Oh, cool, so I'm the boss.
I wouldn't push that.
Now we're gonna mount this reel onto the chemical trailer. So we just lifted it up with the hoist. And then we're able to get roughly 75 foot on this thing.
Yeah, whatever that hose is over there will go on it.
But really, if you're shorter and you don't have to unwind the whole thing to use
No,
it.
you can unroll 5 foot or you can unroll it.
Yeah, that'll be nice. And where do they pump air in to flush that line if you need to? Or I suppose, does the guy put a shut off on the end too then? Because every time you're filling the field, you won't have to drain the hose.
So what do we got? We got a boat and a skid loader, some kayaks.
Hey, I thought I was the scout.
Sorry.
You're stealing my job. There's a boat, some kayaks, a skid loader, and the little spinning things for hay, I think. If you wanted to fit, move this over here, and you'll have to squeeze it in, and then you'll have the right here, the big old thing right here.
Kind of hard to see, but maybe I can bring you down there with me. I'm gonna crawl under. I need to tighten the brakes on the old Freightliner. Ah, jeez, oh, geez. Oh, that ain't gonna work. I need one of them rollers that's got a little steering wheel on it. Oh. I'm going to open up the big doors. One thing we always want to think about when we're in a building, fresh air. Running the semi right now, really don't see much exhaust coming out, but it's putting it in here. You think you're only in here for 3 minutes. 3 minutes ends up being 25 minutes. 25 minutes ends up being 2 hours, and 2 hours ends up, you might not get any more time after that. So we do want to think safety, guys. Fresh air.
That's good to know. Last time this light bulb was changed was August 6th, 1997. Oh, that still should be about good as new, right? We got load number 3 loaded up on the beaver tail. The dump truck is full. I'm gonna go dump that while it's still light out, and then we're gonna bring that back over here. We got all these piles of small boulders. I wanna load those up in the dump truck because On the flatbed, it ruins the top if you accidentally push one wrong or drop one. Or in the dump truck, we can slide them in from the back. I'm debating where to put these because I don't want to put them in a spot where they're going to get a bunch of weeds and grass growing through it and it won't look very good. But other than that, we're getting to the point where we can just kind of start hooking up to some stuff. Got anti-theft wheels on this one, so that might be a little bit of a challenge to move. Not sure where we're going to put this groundhog yet because it's tall and the buildings we have available, like that one, are short. I think after we get done doing all this cleaning up here with the dump truck, we need to do some serious TLC on this thing. The brakes aren't working. Carburetor's kind of leaking pretty bad. It misses sometimes. Something needs adjusted in the carburetor. And it's leaking fuel, so need some TLC.
I'm gonna just unload this stuff here so you can just wait in the truck and I'll have you pull forward a little more, please.
Pull forward?
Yep. Pull up to about the edge of that building with the front of your truck so that way I have plenty of room back here. That's good.
Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this.